Hello everyone. In this video we are going to take a look at how can we convert a text to audio or even a text file to audio. So for accomplishing this mission of ours, we need to borrow a few packages from the pips box. Now before we can borrow these two packages, we need to actually take the permission from pip for whether I can use it or not. So for that you need to write two commands to take the permission. So firstly we'll write pip install pyttsx3, which is the first package that we are going to use, and the second one is pip install pypdf2. So after you write these two commands into the command prompt, you have taken the permission from pip and we are ready to use these packages into our program. So on the first line, I'll import pyttsx3, which is Python text to speech converter. And firstly, we are just going to take a look at a very simple way to how can I use this pyttsx3. So firstly, I'll initialize this package by writing pyttsx3.init. So this initializes. What we are doing over here is we are creating an instance of this package. Now I can over here write speaker.say, and inside I can write any text that I want, that py, or I can write hello world, how are you. You can write any text that you want. I'm keeping it simple. And after that I'll say speaker dot run and wait. A very simple 4-line program. We'll just run it to see whether we get the output or not. So I'll say python audio.py.
Hello world, how are you?
And we got the output of the text in the audio format. Now we'll take a look at that if I have a PDF file, then how can I convert the whole PDF file to text. So for that we need to import another package, that is pypdf2. And I'll first, so yeah, we do have a file that is dbms.pdf, and over here what we are going to do is we'll try to read the data that is present inside it. So the first step is we'll open this file. So I'll just name it dbms equals open dbms.pdf, and I'll open it into the read binary format, so that now this book is loaded into this dbms variable. Now what we'll do further is we'll use a function that actually reads a PDF file. So for that I'll declare a variable, let's say PDF reader equals pypdf2 dot, as you can see there's a function called PDF file reader, and inside that I'll pass a PDF file, that is dbms. Now after doing this we are quite ready now, and we'll just check whether it has opened the correct file or not. So for that what I'm going to do over here is I'll print PDF reader dot the number of pages that this PDF actually has, and I'll store it. So for now I'm just gonna comment this out and just run this file of ours. So I'll say python audio.py, and we get that there are 229 pages in our PDF, which is correct. We'll take a look at the PDF to confirm it. Now moving forward, let's say that I'll firstly open up the PDF file. So this is our PDF file. As you can see, it is 229 pages long. So it is confirmed that yeah, it has opened the perfect file. Now let's say that I want to start reading from the first page, from the first chapter, that is Introduction to Database Systems. Now what we are going to do is remember the page that it is the 6th page of this book. So I'll just simply come here and write the page number, that is page number equals PDF reader dot get me the page number, that is 6. So this statement tells the compiler that it has to start reading from the 6th page. Now the problem over here is that many people get confused with the numbering system. Now computers usually start numbering from 0. So if we want to open the 6th page, we need to actually write the 5th page. So after we have opened the 6th page, now what we are going to do is we are going to extract the text that is present on that particular page. So for that I'll say text equals, you can name any variable, it's not mandatory to just name it text. So I'll say page number dot extract text, and now I'll just uncomment these lines that we had written before, and instead of this static message over here I'll pass the text variable. I'll just indent it properly so that it gets easier to read. Now we do not need this number pages anymore. So we are done only with 11 lines of code. We are done to convert a PDF to an audio file. So we'll just check it over here. I'll say python audio.py,
1. Introduction to Database.
and if
Systems.
I go here
Exercise
and see,
1.1. Why would you choose a
it's
database
reading the
system
same
instead
thing.
of simply storing data? In operating systems, when would it make sense? Not. To see database system. Answer 1.1. A database is an integrated collection of data usually largethetide. Hasto best stored in secondary storage device such as disks or tapes. This data can
And I'll just
be maintained as a collection of a
stop this from
rating
working.
systems.
So this is how you can actually read a PDF file, and it is very simple. It is just 11 lines of code that we wrote and it gave us the output. Now you can even change the voice. Right now we are getting a male voice, but if you want to listen this particular audio into a female voice, then we just need to write. We'll firstly declare a variable called voices, and inside the voices we'll firstly get all the voices that are available to us. So for that we need to write speaker dot get me the property that is voices, and I'll just print this to see what all voices are available to us. And for now I'm just gonna comment out these two things and run this file. So I get there are two voices. That is, the first one is the male voice. It is in this package, it is the first one is always the male voice and the second one is the female voice. So what we'll do is, after we know that there are only two voices available, you can actually format it in a way that in this print statement you can format this particular text so that it appears in a readable form. But I actually already know that there are only two voices, so the second one in this list is the female voice. So for using the female voice, what we will do is we'll just over here write that speaker dot set property, which is voice to the female voice. So for that I'll say I want the first element from voices, the ID of the first element from the voices list, and just save this one. And now I'll just uncomment these two lines and we'll write this is supposed to be a female voice, and I'll just save it and we'll give it a run.
This is supposed to be a female voice.
So as you can see, this time we got a female voice. And you can, even if you feel that the text that this compiler is reading is too fast, so you can also change the rate. So for instance over here I can write speaker dot get property, which is the rate, and I'll just print this. What is the rate at which it is speaking right now? So we get the rate is 200. So if I feel that it is too fast for me, then what I can just do is, again I can set the property. Instead of get, I'll use the set property rate to, let's say, 120 so that it speaks a bit slow. Now I'll run it.
This is supposed to be a female voice.
So as you can see, now the speed has decreased, so you can adjust it according to your liking. So this was how you can convert a text to audio, and also you can change voices and also change the rate at which the compiler speaks. Hope you like this video. Thank you.